Good morning children. Today we are going to learn about the movements of the earth part 2. In part 1 you have learned about the rotation of the earth. Now in this part 2 you are going to learn about the revolution of the earth. The revolution of the earth. The earth also moves around the sun in a fixed path called orbit. This movement is called the revolution of the earth. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth takes 365 1 by 4 days to complete the revolution, that is called a year. You can see here in this picture the revolution, how earth is moving around the sun. What are the consequences of revolution here? It called seasons. The three factors of causes the seasons are the revolution of the earth around the sun, the tilt of the earth's axis of rotation respect to the plane of the ecliptic. The tilt of earth axis remain constant. The tilt of the axis causes here difference in temperature, difference in the duration of the day and night. Here, two pictures were given to you. You can observe the pictures here. One side you can see the light, the other side it will be dark. So wherever the sunlight is reaching, that area is called day. Wherever the sunlight is not reaching, that area is called night. Here you can observe one picture is given, that is called seasons of the year. Revolution causes seasons to us. So when North Pole is tilted toward the sun, the South Pole is tilted away from the sun. At this time, the northern hemisphere has summer and the southern hemisphere has winter. The four characteristic positions of the earth are summer and winter solstices and spring and autumn equinoxes. You can observe here one picture is given, that is called solstice. What is meant by solstice here? Solstice means one of 2 days in the year when the sun is at its highest or lowest point in the sky at noon. That means 12 p.m. It is called solstice. Now we are going to learn about this equinoxes. What is meant by equinox here? One of 2 days in the year when day and night are the same length of time is called equinox. So when it will comes to us, that one is in March month, other one is in September month. They will also be on the same line, that is called ecliptic and plane. So now we have seen about the equinox and solstice here. Now how the seasons are coming to us. If you observe in the picture, in the 4th July and 3rd January here, the earth is at its nearest to the sun at the time of 3rd January. If you observe 4th July, the earth is at its farthest from the sun. So the sun is not at the exact center of the earth's orbit, and the earth's orbit around the sun is not a perfect circle. So the distance of the earth from the sun varies as the earth revolves around the sun. When the south pole is tilted towards the sun, the north pole is tilted away from it. Therefore, the southern hemisphere has summer and the northern hemisphere has winter at this time. In March and September, both the poles are at an equal distance from the sun. In March, therefore, the northern hemisphere has spring and the southern hemisphere has autumn. In September, the northern hemisphere has autumn and the southern hemisphere has spring. Therefore, when it is in summer in India, it is winter in Australia. And when it is autumn in India, it is spring in Australia. Thus, the revolution of the earth and its tilted axis cause the seasons to us. Children, observe this picture here. This is seasons in the northern hemisphere. During the summer in the northern hemisphere, the earth is far away from the sun. The temperature is higher because there are more hours of daylight and because the sun's rays hit the earth's surface at an angle of 90 degrees. During the seasons, temperature changes depend on the angle at which the sun's rays hit the earth. Observe the pictures here: summer solstice, equinoxes, winter solstice. Here you can observe the sunlight were reaching some areas and some areas were not reaching sunlight here. So wherever 24 hours of daytime is there, that is also you can observe in this picture clearly. The seasons are caused by the movements of the earth around the sun, the tilt of the earth's axis of rotation, the fact that the tilt remains constant. Children, now we have completed the revolution part 2 also here. Now you came to know that how seasons are coming to us and how the day and nights are occurring to us. So day and nights are coming to us because of rotation, and seasons are caused by revolution of the earth.